This right here, this is a tragedy. A rack of ribs that looks the part and smells incredible coming off the smoker, but when you slice into it, it's dry, tough, just plain disappointing. You spent good money on a great pellet grill, you bought a beautiful rack of ribs, and you dedicated hours of your day only to serve something you're not proud of. It's easily the most frustrating problem for anyone with a pellet grill. But I'm going to let you in on a little secret. That frustration ends today. I'm going to show you the exact techniques that will lock in moisture and guarantee your ribs are juicy, tender, and packed with flavor every single time. It's not complicated, but it is critical. So let's get this fixed. But first, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more videos on pellet grill tips, tricks, and recipes. So, why do ribs get dry on a pellet grill? Well, these grills are amazingly convenient, but they cook with a very dry convection-style heat. One of the biggest mistakes is just not creating enough moisture during the cook. Another classic mistake is impatience. People get antsy and open the lid too often, letting all that precious heat and humidity escape. But our journey to juicy ribs doesn't start at the grill. It starts with the prep. First things first, and this is non-negotiable. You have to remove the membrane from the back of the ribs. This thin, silvery skin on the bone side won't render down and actually blocks your rub and smoke from getting to the meat. It just turns tough and chewy. Not good. To get it off, just slide a butter knife or a spoon under one edge to lift it, then grab it with a paper towel for a good grip and peel it all the way back. Once the membrane is gone, we need a binder. This is just something to help that delicious rub stick to the meat. Plain yellow mustard is the classic choice. And don't worry, you won't taste it on the final product. Coat the ribs lightly on all sides, then cover them generously with your favorite BBQ rub. Let them sit for about 15 to 20 minutes so the rub can really cling to the meat. All right, let's head to the grill. We're going to use a spin on the classic 3-2-1 method, which is a nearly foolproof way to get tender ribs. The numbers are simple: 3 hours of smoke, 2 hours wrapped, and 1 hour to finish. Set your pellet grill to 225 to 250 degrees. That low and slow temperature is absolutely key. Place the ribs directly on the grates, bone side down, and let them smoke for 3 hours. Now here's our first moisture-locking technique: spritzing. After the first hour, you're going to lightly spray the ribs every 45 to 60 minutes. A simple 50-50 mix of apple cider vinegar and water works great. This does two really important things. It stops the surface of the meat from drying out, and that moisture actually helps attract more smoke, building a better bark and a deeper smoky flavor. Whatever you do, don't skip this step. After about 3 hours, your ribs should have a beautiful mahogany color. Now it's time for the most important step in fighting off dryness: the wrap. This is where the real magic happens. Tightly wrapping the ribs traps steam, braising the meat and breaking down all that tough connective tissue into juicy, tender goodness. Lay down a large sheet of heavy-duty aluminum foil. In the middle, throw down a few pats of butter, a good sprinkle of brown sugar, and a drizzle of honey or apple juice. Place the ribs meat side down, right on top of that sweet and savory bed. Then wrap the foil as tightly as you can. You want to make sure there are no air pockets or holes for that steam to escape. Get the foil-wrapped ribs back on the grill, meat side down, and let them cook for another 2 hours. This braising liquid and the tight wrap are your ultimate insurance policy against dry ribs. After 2 hours in the foil, your ribs will be incredibly tender. Be careful when you unwrap them. A lot of hot steam will pour out. Put the ribs back on the grill grate, this time bone side down. They might look almost too tender at this point, but we need to firm them up and add that last layer of flavor. Go ahead and brush the ribs with your favorite BBQ sauce. Let them cook for one final hour, or at least until the sauce gets sticky and caramelized. This last step is what sets the bark and gives you that beautiful glossy finish you see in magazines. You'll know they're done when the meat has pulled back from the ends of the bones, and a toothpick slides into the thickest part with almost no resistance. Let them rest for just 10 minutes before you slice and serve. And that's it. No more guessing, no more frustration, and definitely no more dry ribs. If these tips helped you finally conquer your pellet grill, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more recipes that actually work, every time. By understanding that your pellet grill just needs a little help in the moisture department, and by using these simple but powerful techniques, prepping right, spritzing on schedule, and creating that perfect moisture-locking wrap, you can turn out a total masterpiece. You get that incredible smoke flavor from the first 3 hours, fall off the bone tenderness from the wrap, and that perfect sticky glaze from the finish. Now go fire up that grill and make the best ribs of your life. Be sure and check out the video link in the description below to ensure the perfect temperature while cooking on your pellet grill. As pellet grills rely on a temperature sensor that determines this, I'll show you how to make sure it is accurate to ensure those ribs turn out perfect. Thanks for watching.